Okay. For those who haven't seen this, this is kind of a cross between Minecraft and a tower defense game. So it's like a blocky looking world, but you can make, like, the stuff in the background here, this is an in-game screenshot. You can make all of this, like, you know, ballistas and stuff like that. Alright, so, campaign.
Silence!
And Mukluk load profile. So the... Wait, hold on a sec, what is going on? That's weird. The same button that unmutes me also switches the camera back, but for some reason it only did one of those two things. Okay. I looked up and I saw Nugami said Muck VTuber mode, and I was like, what? Alright. So... again, for those who weren't here earlier, we beat the first map, and when you beat it, you can keep playing it. And based on how much you've built up, you get passive income on the other maps based on what you've already done. So if you can't beat map 2, you can go build up more on map 1 to get more income and then go back to map 2. So map 2 is in the desert, so there's no lumber at all. Oh, what is that? I haven't seen that spell. It's like ice spray or something. Okay. Oh, it's a little bit of lag spike here. Alright. Okay. You should narrate more. Hardcore Craftlock is great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, my voice got, like, injured halfway through the Hardcore Craftlock series, and it was really, really tough to finish it. Okay. Should I turn down the clipping plane again? We just started this desert map last time, and we were having some issues, possibly with the, like the sand stuff that's all over the place. Let me see. Maybe turn that to low. Okay, did any of that help with the lag? Maybe? It's like some minor stutters. Is your throat feeling better? It's a little worse every time someone asks, honestly, because I have to talk more to respond. No, I just popped a cough drop 2 seconds ago. Okay, let's see. Muscle relaxers didn't work. I didn't say that. They help. Alright, so... Right now, we're trying to dig like a cliff-type thing here to get in the way of enemies trying to come at us. I might have made that too deep for just like the starting ravine. Okay, so let's go into build mode. Stone, and we want a drawbridge. Okay. Can we get meme buck? Yeah, we could do meme buck. I had it off for The Last of Us because I felt like it kind of took away from the immersion. Having the bright cartoon character on the screen. So for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, this has been the morning stream game the last 2 days. It's a little indie game. Basically, monsters come out of that portal way over there and go toward the king. Now, I've built that stone building over the top of the king. I cannot move the king, but I can build around him and, you know, change the land like we're doing right now. We can hire people, things like that. And so right now, I've got all these builders, and I can dig faster than one of them, but I'm basically controlling all of them to, you know, mess with the terrain more quickly. You win by killing boss monster? You win by keeping your king alive through a certain amount of waves. continuing to see if there's anything we can do. Effects? Visual effects and lighting the game. Increase quality visual effects. What can reduce performance? Let's try turning that to low, see if that helps. Because I think it's the sand blowing through the air just makes it like, you know, makes me have like frame loss here. Okay, so next up, let's do this, and I just want stone blocks. Can help a little, just speed it up. Because right now they can just go around this, which, you know, we don't want that. Alright, let's see. Hold on, can I... Can I walk under that? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright. So now... we're gonna do that. And... Make sure it doesn't mess with the drawbridge. Okay, I can only afford 2 of those at the moment. Ah. Now, we're not getting any lumber on this map. We're only getting lumber when we beat a wave, and then we get income from our previous map. So I can't make more ballistas right now. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess we gotta make a staircase for them. So we've got a minute and 50 seconds of unpaused time before the next wave comes. Let's see, is there any static defenses that are just like stone? There's metal. Well, I do have a lot of metal. Okay, 900 gold. So I could go for these. Short static metal spikes. Okay, research that. Alright, and then, let's see, OQ, go to traps, and here we go.
Muck. It's that time of the month again. I was expecting to use this during Mutiny for terraforming, but this will have to do, I guess. I still want a spore comet out of this, you hear me? Eat more mac and cheese and stay well, Mahjud Mukluk love.
I will try, thank you, Plague. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I can't just click and drag with this. So this will have to do for the moment. Reminds me of, whoa, what? Oh my goodness, Dance Monkey Dance, I did! Thank you, Darth Maul. 50 gifted subs, that is incredibly generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will use that to buy the finest of cough drops. Seriously, really appreciate that. I gotta give a sub, thank you, Darth Maul. Yeah. Will you make a review of The Last of Us after playing part 2 as well? Last of Us has been out for a long time. I think that if I did that, I don't know if it would be worth doing. It'd be kind of like when I did the review video for the remake of Resident Evil 2 or whatever it was, and it got like no views. You gonna try Power World next week? No. I mean, if they sponsored me, sure, but as it stands now, not really my thing. I hope those guys are smart enough to not touch the spikes. I just realized these spikes are not going to be built in time. That could be a problem.
The enemy hordes are almost upon us!
Do you think Ad Infinitum is easier than the new backpack, vice versa? Ad Infinitum is super easy if you like doing fractals, because it doesn't really feel like work. But if you don't do fractals, then it, one sec. If you don't do fractals, then it can feel like it'll take a long time. I will say it's the cheaper one. The other backpack, with the demon backpack one, it takes a lot of money. It's much more expensive. All right, let's see how this goes. Orax, yes. Orax manifested. Wave 3. Reactive hovering, climbing, skittering skeleton grunt. Their names are getting longer. When aimed at, it emits a foul fog that makes it impossible to hit for a while. Tomorrow's GeForce Now night? Right you are, so we would probably start on Guild Wars 2 tomorrow, then do GeForce Now for 2 hours. By the way, they want me to play Mecha Chameleon. Like a day after I said I wasn't playing that, they're like, can you play this? And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna be playing that, I guess. So I'm gonna play Mecha Chameleon and then do a giveaway and give you guys money and then probably start The Last of Us 2 after that. Dude, why are they bouncing? Oh, he died from fall damage. Yeah, honestly, I should have sold the ballistas that were up there and rebuilt them on this wall. Oh no, that is not good. So some of these guys have bombs, and like a minute after, not a minute, but a few seconds after they die, they explode and do massive damage. And like, if they get to the king, even if we kill them, the explosion will kill the king. Shoot, it missed. It took too long. Where was the weird magic spell? There we go. Got him. Nice. All right, we killed enough of them. They're starting to deteriorate. So it looks like there's a few more that are trapped in the pit, and they're starting to disintegrate now. Actually, wait. Oh, they're like digging their way out. What the heck? Yeah, they like dug their way through the sand. Okay. Not into Mecha Chameleon? That's fine. We're doing like just one segment of it.
Thanks to the heroics of King Debimius and oh, so
Alright, so they're fixing everything to be back to what it was before that attack.
And close the portal.
Have you played Half Sword? Never heard of it. What's Mecha Chameleon? It's a... You know what? Hold on. I think a picture is 1,000 words. It's a... Mecha Chameleon. Wait. Wait, how do you spell... Oh, it's 2 C's. Okay. So, some of the people will play these little, like, stickmen. And your job is to, like, go somewhere and paint yourself. And hide until the timer runs out. And you're trying to cleverly survive without the hunters finding you. It's kind of... Yeah, it's kind of like prop hunt. Okay. Alright, so I need to not give those guys any more jobs until they go out and build all those traps that we started. Like, I need just an absolute field of traps out here. And the only ones that I can kind of spam are these little metal spikes. And that's because metal is the one thing I have in abundance on this map. I don't know if any of y'all were here back when I played Stranded Alien Dawn, but I remember doing this with bear traps. And it backfired, because apparently the more stuff you build, the more attackers come, and I didn't know. So I was like, all right, I got 100 bear traps, and then 200 enemies would come, and then I'd be like, all right, I got 200 bear traps, and then like 300 enemies would come, and I'm like, what is going on? The lag spikes are still odd on this map, because I didn't get them on the first map. Alright, not giving them any more orders until they get over to the trap area, so that they go work on that. So, it begins. That'll do. Button mashing. Yeah, I wish I could just click and drag with the traps, but... Alright, let's see. What else? Let's recycle that and that. And... That should be good. Hey. Is it your bedtime? Chat, just a moment. I'm gonna tell the boy goodnight. Okay. Bye-bye. What options do we have here, and do I want to use any of it? Thumpers. Let's see. So thumpers are for enemies that are digging underground. They try to force them to the surface. They don't always seem to work, but they're like the only thing that kind of works. Otherwise, stuff just pops up right in front of you. The Spike Road. This is... See, this takes way less time than me hitting every single one of these twice with a hammer. That little bump there when I try to climb up that. Okay, that fixes that. Alright, and let's do salvage. Let's do 6. Stuff. And OQ. Oh, shoot, that's not lined up. Just fix it manually. Okay, now I can go up and down that. Right. How'd you get your initial building materials? I had to go... So on the first map, when you start out, you run up to trees and you chop them down yourself with like this. And then you use that to make like a lumber mill, and the lumber mill comes with dudes that, you know, start chopping trees. And then, you know, it kind of gets automated, and then you kind of go from there. So, like, this thing is for the masons that are gathering stone. That over there is, like, for a foundry, and that has miners that go there and get metal. But also, we're pulling in a trickle of resources each wave from the